Happy Friday, everybody. This is Mr. Mosier here with your Friday morning announcements. A few things for you here on a fantastic Friday. Birthdays, Raekwon Watkins. Happy birthday today. I hope that your Friday birthday is fantastic. Maya Berry's coming in with a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you a little bit early, Maya. We have a bunch of student shout outs for today. Megan McLean and Chance Marshall got shout outs from Mrs. Bott for their continued hard work. Great job to Megan and to Chance. Also, Miss Hollis coming in with a slew of student shout outs. Josh Smith, shout out to you for being kind and working hard. Jessica Coleman, always paying attention, participating, and always being on task and ignoring distractions. Awesome job to you, Jessica. Charles Conley, always having a smile on his face and being happy. That's one of the most important things in life. Is sometimes when things get tough, it's hard to always be smiling and happy, and to be projecting positive energy to others. So awesome job, Charles. Braylon Spikes, always trying to improve himself in his grades. And then Elijah Kamara, always on task and volunteering to answer questions in class. All five of you, great pro shout outs from Mrs. Hollis. For Mrs. Donnelly, we have Jalea Bohanna and Kamara Walker for taking ownership of their learning and setting up a Google Meet with her on Wednesday for extra help. She's so proud of your hard work and your questions. Awesome job to Jalea and Kamara. Awesome from Miss Donnelly. We also have a student shouting out other students, which is something that I am encouraging. We haven't really done much of that before, but on yesterday's announcements, I said, we'd like to see some of that. So students, you can shout out other students. You can give shout outs to teachers. We want to highlight the positive things that people are doing here at Middle School North to be pros. Remember, to be a pro, you are positive, you are respectful, and you are taking ownership for your learning and for your environment. Ava wants to give shout outs to Brooklyn Coffee and Makila Reynolds, because in her focus class, they're the only kids besides her with their cameras on every day. Awesome. Thank you both for doing that. Helps to build the culture of a classroom. So we really appreciate that. We also had a teacher shout out another teacher. Ms. Hoberman wants to give a shout out to Mrs. Raymert for leading teacher meditation and yoga yesterday. She said it was nice to spend a half hour outside recharging her batteries. So thank you for doing that, Ms. Raymert. Mindset for 2020 is more important than ever. So we appreciate you taking time to help lead some meditation and yoga sessions. We also got a student question from Angelise. She asked from Mr. Bryson and I, if we could have any superpower, what would it be? I asked Mr. Bryson this a little bit ago. He said that his would be to fly. So he's always wanted to fly. I think mine would be to time travel, to be able to go back in time or forward in time, and maybe spend time with people that are no longer here, or just to see how life might have been like at other times, or what it's going to be like in the future. So I think that would be my superpower. Picture Day, a reminder, Picture Day for Group A is on Monday coming up. Group B, your picture day is next Friday. And in January, we have time set up for makeups and also for CDA students to come into the building to get their picture taken if you would like to do so. Girls basketball, your tryouts are now over. Hopefully those of you who are trying out for either our 7th or 8th grade teams made it. And hopefully you have that information about practices coming up. In other news, we would love to have more student shout outs and questions, even more teacher shout outs. If you have a question that you would like us to ask a teacher, we can do that as well. I know our Mathin and Graffin 8th grade math team, Mrs. Bofice and Miss Dupe, have some interesting videos where they go around and ask teachers questions. So you guys can check out their YouTube page. It's pretty funny stuff. But if you have questions for Mr. Bryson or myself, or you want to give shout outs to other students or other teachers, there are our email addresses for you to do that. One of my favorite quotes, and I've gotten on this theme of sharing quotes with you guys the last few days, The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. And the word that I always think about when I see this quote is the word adversity. Adversity is when you're going through something that's tough. Sometimes people really struggle if they're not used to adversity. And that can go with anything. That can be a life thing. That can be a schoolwork thing. Adversity is when you are struggling to get through something. And how you respond to that adversity is going to determine the outcome. So when you hit something that's hard in class, do you just quit and give up? Or do you work through it and ask questions and learn that difficult material? When you have a problem with other children or even with adults, and you have some adversity there, how do you handle that? What response do you give to that event? That will determine the outcome, and it also shows a lot about who you are. So adversity is not always a bad thing. It's how we respond to it. When we respond positively and make good choices, that builds up that strength to respond to future adversity and make good choices that way. I hope that you all have a fantastic Friday, whether you are with us in the building or you are learning from home. I look forward to seeing our Group A students again on Monday for Picture Day. And as always, it is great to be a cruiser.